Today, we're talking about something powerful in parenting that we don't often talk about. So often, parents carry guilt about working, when in fact, our work teaches kids something valuable. Whether you're a parent who works outside the home or inside the home, or has a ministry or an online shop, who volunteers or has philanthropic work, all of it adds up to something really important for childhood development. It's not taking away from your child when it's executed with balance. We want our kids to be motivated, but the thing is that they don't just learn motivation from lectures or rules that we give them. They actually learn motivation by watching the adults in their life, the adults who pursue meaningful work, who use their gifts and solve problems with purpose. The scientific term for this is social emotional learning. They see us pursuing passions, they see us being gratified. They see and learn that using our talents has meaning, and then they want to replicate that. Think about your child who wanted to dress up like you, put on your shoes, your dress, your jewelry, maybe even your makeup. Whether we realize it or not, they're always studying how we live. They notice what excites us, they notice what we complain about, and they notice what we are working hard toward. The way that we approach purpose and work becomes part of their blueprint for life. The flip side is that if we overexert ourselves and they watch that burnout happen, and then we feel undermotivated, they take that on also. They become undermotivated. But motivation is actually built by three essential things: autonomy, relatedness, and competence. So let's talk about them. This comes straight from the psychology research on motivation. It tells us that humans thrive when these three needs are met. Autonomy is the feeling of ownership of our choices. Competence is that we are growing in our skills and we're capable of doing something. And then relatedness is knowing that our work matters and that sense of belonging and being connected to other people. When children see adults pursuing these things, it strengthens their own motivation. I talk a lot on this channel about Erikson's stages of development. So you're likely familiar with the development of trust in infancy, the development of autonomy in toddlerhood, the taking of initiative in early childhood, and the building of competence and confidence in middle and late childhood, and then identity in adolescence. But growth does not stop there. We continue to develop even as adults. Eric Erikson's theory taught us that identity continues developing across the lifespan. So when a parent grows and learns and pivots in their career or pursues meaningful work, it's all about them learning who they are internally, finding intimacy and value in the work with other people, and then generating something that is meaningful for the world. And so children see this life. They see that it's about continuing to grow, continuing to develop, to discover our purpose and to chase that down. And so when we do that, we are setting a model for them that life matters beyond when school stops. So one of the most powerful lessons about motivation that children can learn from us as parents is this concept of initiative. So the ability to notice a problem and then take action on it, even when someone doesn't ask us to. These are the types of things that we're trying to build when we give them skills for doing chores or when our children run out to help with the groceries without even being asked. In the same way, when they watch their parents pursue a calling, especially entrepreneurs who are finding problems and designing novel solutions, or even the lawyer, the doctor, the teacher, the caseworker who sees a problem and is motivated to start something new or to solve a challenge that hasn't been addressed before, to do it creatively. This all models the initiative in real time that children need to take what they're learning in childhood, which is, can I be curious? Can I come up with problem solving or solve problems, and realize like, oh, this gets to continue even when I'm an adult. For as much as the science backs this up, it's actually scriptural as well. Remember, scripture tells us that our gifts are not meant to stay hidden. The parable of talents teaches us that what God gives us is meant to be cultivated and multiplied. So when children see adults stewarding their gifts, they learn that their own gifts matter too. So they internalize what they see, which means that however the home environment is structured is what they are going to internalize. When they see adults solving problems, pursuing ideas, celebrating successes, using their gifts, they all begin to believe that meaningful work and purpose are part of their story too, something to strive for and something to celebrate. Now, it's really important not to create pressure where pressure isn't needed. Modeling purpose does not mean that life is always easy, and it doesn't mean that life is always perfectly balanced. There are going to be times that kids see us trying something new. We struggle and we adjust, and then we keep going. And that's actually one of the most powerful lessons of all, the ability to see resilience and growth in action. Growth is what matters more than perfection. So, one of the greatest gifts that we can do is to let our children see us using the gifts that God has placed in us, not perfectly, not flawlessly, but faithfully. Because when they see that, they begin to believe that they can do the same thing. And what's beautiful to watch is actually the little entrepreneur mind that comes up. When they see us doing meaningful things, they want to do the same. Maybe they want to set up a snow cone stand or a lemonade stand. Maybe they want to sew crafts that they can put in the local fair. Maybe they want to start 3D printing their own things that they can sell on an Etsy shop. This means that you are cultivating this love and this passion and this motivation that they are naturally seeing in the home. So kudos to you that they even have the fire for that. Lean into it and cultivate it. In the next episode, you're going to hear a real story from a mother who I have been so impressed by. She has this beautiful relationship with her children, but she had to make some really intentional pivots in her life and in her career to continue to pursue the meaningful work that motivated her, that inspired her, that fueled her, all while still supporting her family. Her story beautifully illustrates the principles that I've talked about here today. And actually, she does a really amazing job of explaining how motherhood can be very circular. But when we have a passion that we pursue outside of motherhood, it gives a linear march to our lives that is not only motivating for us, but also motivating for our children. Now, if in this episode you've heard things about motivation and self-determination theory and competence or capability building, or you've heard things about the home that you create and cultivate, and you want to go deeper, you can check out my book, Notice It, Name It, Nurture It, which is available on Amazon. You can also get free guides on the Kairos Bridge website by just going to thekairosbridge.com/start-here. And then when you're ready to go even deeper than that, I offer parent classes that focus on the Notice It, Name It, Nurture It book and the Parenting with Purpose workbook. And then if you are looking for a more personalized assessment of how your home is running and what your parent-child relationship is like and how you can support very hyper-focused areas in your child's development, that's what I offer personalized coaching for. Again, you can go straight to thekairosbridge.com/start-here in order to be connected with those opportunities. Thank you for spending these few moments of your day with us. We are so grateful to have you on this journey, and we look forward to having you in the next episode.